Deep beneath the waves, a revolution is stirring. It's a revolution that promises to feed billions, reshape economies, and redefine our relationship with the ocean. This isn't science fiction. This is the reality of modern aquaculture, a $1 billion industry that's changing the world, one fish at a time. Welcome to the new frontier of farming. For centuries, we've hunted the seas. We cast our nets, pulled our lines, and took what the ocean offered. But as the global population soared past 8 billion, our traditional methods began to falter. Wild fish stocks, once thought to be inexhaustible, started to decline. Overfishing became a global crisis, threatening marine ecosystems and the livelihoods of millions. The world needed a new solution, and it found one in the most unlikely of places: the farm. Fish farming, or aquaculture, isn't a new concept. Ancient civilizations in China and Egypt practiced it thousands of years ago, but what we're witnessing today is something entirely different. This is high-tech, precision-engineered, and data-driven farming on a scale never seen before. We're talking about massive offshore platforms, miles from the coast, that act as floating cities for fish. Let's dive into one of these incredible operations. Imagine a structure the size of a football stadium anchored to the seabed. Inside, a series of vast circular pens hold hundreds of thousands of salmon, sea bass, or tuna. These aren't just simple nets. They are sophisticated ecosystems, constantly monitored by an army of sensors. These sensors track water temperature, oxygen levels, salinity, and even the swimming patterns of the fish. Every piece of data is fed back to a central control room where technicians, one of the biggest challenges in traditional aquaculture has been its environmental impact. Crowded coastal farms could sometimes lead to pollution and disease outbreaks. But this new generation of offshore farms is designed to work in harmony with the ocean. Located in deep, open waters with strong currents, waste is naturally dispersed and diluted, minimizing its effect on the local environment. Furthermore, many companies are pioneering integrated systems where seaweed and shellfish are grown alongside the fish to absorb excess nutrients, creating a self-sustaining circular ecosystem. But who are the innovators driving this blue revolution? They're a diverse group of engineers, biologists, and entrepreneurs who saw a global problem and dared to dream of a solution. We traveled to Norway, a global leader in aquaculture, to meet some of them. Here, against a backdrop of stunning fjords, companies are investing billions to push the boundaries of what's possible. They're redeveloping submersible pens that can be lowered deep below the surface to protect fish from storms and sea lice, a common parasite. They're using underwater drones to inspect nets and monitor fish health, reducing the need for human divers and improving safety. The result is a product that is consistent, traceable, and available year-round. From the moment an egg hatches in a land-based nursery to the time a full-grown fish is harvested, its entire life is documented. Consumers can scan a QR code on the packaging and learn exactly where their fish came from, what it was fed, and how it was raised. This level of transparency is building trust and setting a new standard for the entire food industry. Of course, this revolution isn't without its critics and challenges. Questions remain about the welfare of farmed fish, the reliance on wild-caught fish for feed, and the potential for escapes that could impact wild populations. These are serious concerns, and the industry is actively working to address them. Researchers are developing plant-based and insect-based feeds that reduce the pressure on smaller wild fish, and new pen designs are making escapes virtually impossible. The goal is continuous improvement, driven by science and a commitment to sustainability. The economic impact is staggering. This billion-dollar industry is creating thousands of high-skilled jobs in coastal communities, often in areas where traditional industries have declined. It's boosting local economies. From the shipyards that build these massive platforms to the processing plants that prepare the fish for market. It's a powerful engine for growth, turning the ocean's potential into tangible prosperity. So what does the future hold? The next wave of innovation is already on the horizon. Land-based recirculating aquaculture systems, or RAS, are bringing fish farming into urban centers. These closed-loop facilities use advanced filtration to recycle nearly all of their water, allowing fish to be raised anywhere, from a desert in Dubai to a warehouse in Chicago. This drastically reduces transportation costs and carbon footprint, bringing fresh, local seafood to landlocked populations. We are at a pivotal moment in human history. The challenge of feeding a growing planet is immense, but so is our capacity for innovation. The $1 billion fish farming revolution is more than just a story about technology or economics. It's a story about hope. It's about finding a better way to coexist with our planet, harnessing the immense wealth of the ocean in a way that can sustain us for generations to come. The blue frontier is open, and the journey has just begun. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of the future of food. If you found this journey as fascinating as we did, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on our latest documentaries.